don't mind, I'd like to express my feelings sort of in the form of a song. Okay. First of all, I'd like to give a nice round of applause again to the families here. I don't know, we live in sort of tricky times for Indian families right now. You know, you come to this country, you bring your kids to this country, you have your kids in this country, and basically, you don't really know what's going to happen. For example, you have a Gujarati doctor, your son, and he comes home, and he brings home almost a Gujarati doctor, essentially. And I have my fingers crossed, I think we'll make it work. But, I don't know, I think you lucked out because when you get basically a friend of the groom from college, you have the potential for a lot of stories about the groom. And really, if you look at the tables here, I do think you lucked out with me, because there are stories, but we won't get those tonight. I was lucky enough to know the bride and the groom before they were the institution that is paragandnisha.com. And basically, I don't know, I guess it looks like it's getting kind of serious. When friends from Pittsburgh would ask about Parag, what kind of guy is Parag, I had a hard time describing him. It's like, he likes Banana Republic. He bought a snowboard before he could stand up on it for 2 seconds. He's a good guy. We used to have a game when we'd walk into a room, or when Parag would walk into a room, we'd basically see how long he could go in a conversation without turning it towards medicine. And it was really sad. And on the other side, when friends, no one actually asked about Nisha, but if they had, I would have basically been along the lines of we do this a lot at Brown, you take words which aren't really good words, like for example, bossy, and you turn them into nice words like independent and, strong-willed. And, I don't know, but to be true, if I ever had, I was never lucky enough to have, actually I like being the oldest, but I never had an older sister. But if I did, I imagine she would have been something like Nisha, calling you up, leaving you messages, being like, why aren't you calling me back? Why, are you doing your stuff? Person who would confirm 3 times, are you actually going to give a toast, or are you going to write it beforehand? But, yeah. As a couple, I think, basically, as a couple, the dynamic was, I don't think anyone was shocked that Nisha hit the chair first today. I thought it was cute that she let him lead right now in the dance. We would, as a couple though, we would joke around. We would joke around because, I don't know, we lived in a house of 9 guys, and Nisha was around a lot, and we would joke around, they're around, they're studying biology, in the room. But they were actually studying biology. It's sad. I mean, even with their attempts with like secret stairwells and flights and whatnot, they were really the most boring couple I've ever seen. But yeah. So, anyways, but actually, that's pretty much. Despite all of this, I don't know. I really thought I was going to find this entire process funny, but I've never been happier to see 2 people together than I am right now to see you guys together here. I just, we live in a world where you don't have enough people who love you, and I think you 2 are very lucky to have found each other, especially Nisha. With that, again, I'd just like to say best wishes. I think you guys are going to have a lifetime of happiness together. Congratulations.